YouTube, FortuneP500 here, and I've never done a review on this shotgun. I have done a review on the UTG M3L shotgun. This is the UTG M3 short shotgun pistol grip. Doesn't have a stock on it. Actually, I'm going with the stock right here. That's neither here nor there. I'm basically just going to do a quick review of that, the sling I'm wearing, and paint you a picture of how I play airsoft. Alright, let's start from the rear. Hang on. Okay. In the back you have a screw back there that I believe holds this on. This little like shell thingy on the back of it. You have a sling swivel point right here on the left side. It's not ambidextrous. I wish they would have made it ambidextrous. It looks like there's a little point here that you maybe could pop off, but I tried and you can't. That's why I made this little delta ring right here with Velcro, because I'm left-handed, to have the sling on this side, on the right side. You have a nice textured pistol grip. It's a rubberized pistol grip. It's really nice, nicer than almost any pistol grip I've ever seen. I don't know, it's just like a rubberish, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like the new DS mat, like the DSi, like Nintendo DSi, that type of a feel. It's like a rubberish, I don't know. You have a functional safety. It's a cross bolt safety. You push it from right to left and it's on fire, and if you push it from left to right, it's on safety. It's not gonna shoot. The magazine release is on the right side, right actually flush with the trigger guard, and it opens the metal trap door for the shells. And it takes standard 12 gauge airsoft shotgun shells. It will take the 14 round ones and the 30 round ones. I highly recommend the 30, just because you get more shots and they don't tend to jam as much. Just make sure if you start using your shells a lot outdoors that you put a little drop of silicone in it and push the spring down, because it'll start to get pretty like jammed up. Sometimes they won't feed, but once you do that, you're good. Now to fire the gun, you obviously open the trap door, you put it in at an angle till it clicks, then you shut the metal door. And then it's a pump gun, so as soon as you rack the pump, it's going to load one into each of the three barrels. It's a tri-shot shotgun, like I said before, so it does have a scatter effect, which makes it extremely effective at mid to close range. It shoots about 275 per BB, shooting at 3 BBs, so that equals about 2.1 joules, which is higher than my SVD Dragunov that shoots like 480 with .2s. So if you hit someone with this, it's going to hurt more than any other gun on the field. So I guess that's kind of nice. It's also legal, and the engagement distance with this is like 30 feet. So if you shoot someone 30 feet and all 3 rounds tag them, they're going to feel it, even with body armor on. You have warning, not a toy, wear eye protection, blah blah blah, made in China. And then there's some serial number on here. I guess that's okay. The pump, or the action, is also a rubberish textured with 2 screws underneath it. Nice and solid. The outer barrel, I think, is plastic. Yeah, it's not metal, but I don't think it needs to be. It keeps the weight down. This gun weighs about 4 pounds. Oh god, probably even less than that. This probably weighs like 2.5 or 3. 4 is an exaggeration. There's like barely any metal on this, except for the trap door, the swivel in the rear, and the fixed swivel in the front. Let me keep moving up. This thingy that moves here on the reel gun switches it from pump action to semi-auto. Obviously this is a Benelli M3, so it has the same thing. That's nice. On the front, on this side, I have it on the right side, is the sling loop, which there's a cap that threads on. and this little metal piece will come off. I filed mine down a little more to adapt to the sling I'm using, but you can flip it easily to the other side and then screw it back. So I'm not really sure why they made this ambidextrous, but they didn't make this sling swivel back here ambidextrous. That kind of puzzles me, but whatever. Life goes on. So you have this orange. Oh, the iron sights are fixed. They're not adjustable, but again, it's a 3-shot burst. So if you're really looking for accuracy out of this, you shouldn't be. I'll let you have a good look down the iron sights. I don't know how well you can see them, guys. I'll try and pivot it, but you're not going to be able to see very well because of this strap I put there. But again, it's a shotgun. If you aim higher than you normally do, instead of lining up the white with the white, you can line up the white with the dark, thicker area right there, and just as easily hit your target at close range. So that's not a big deal. And then again, you have this ugly yellow thing, which I'll probably saw off pretty soon. That's about it. I'm not sure if this thingy in the front's for. One feature I do like about this shotgun, when you pump it once and push the pump forward, it will lock. So unlike those cheap Springer shotguns we've all played with, where if you pump it 10 times, it puts 10 in the chamber, and it just kind of throws them 2 feet in front of you. This will lock, so if you're not sure if it's loaded or not, just start to rack the bolt, or start to rack this, and it will not move. So that's a nice thing. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this sling I have here. This is the Irene Adaptive Sling. It was made famous at Operation Irene, which I don't even know where it was. I'm guessing California. The people who played in it had their 1-point slings. Like there's one behind the camera I have right now, a 1-point sling for one of my friends I bought for him. It is a 1 to 2-point sling. Standard 1-point slings, everybody knows them. You just gun hangs in front of you. You grab it when you need it. If you drop it, like, it's not gonna break. You can put it behind you, but it kind of flops around. They wanted, and there's one other sling like this called the Magpul PTS sling, or no, it's the Magpul MS2 sling. That's what it is. It's like $44. It's a 1 to 2-point sling like this, but it's not as secure. They're both good slings. What this does essentially is you connect this hook right here to the back of your sling, or of your gun, and then you put it on like a normal 1-point, and then when you want to change to 2-point mode, you just connect the other one to the front, and then you stuff it away, and then you can cinch it down. I'm left-handed, like I said a million times, so I wear the sling backwards. I put on the one that's supposed to go to the front in the back, and I'll show you what I mean. It has like mash hooks on it where you push them together and they split, and then you kind of have to rotate it on. Let me show you what I mean. Once that's on, you're good, and then you just wear it like a normal 1-point. So I'm left-handed, so it should be the same for righties or lefties, but you put your left arm through and over your head, and then you have your gun, and it's attached in 1-point, hence the name 1-point sling. So it will hang. You're not going to drop it, obviously. I'm sitting in a chair, so you're not going to be able to see how far it goes down, but it's definitely not going to hit the ground. And again, I'm lefty, so I can see down my sights, and if you want to use your weak side, you still can, no problem. It'll go all the way across past your shoulder, not a problem. Now, I also snipe, so let me paint you a picture. I'm sniping with my SBD. I have this on a 2-point sling, a regular 2-point, and I'm in my ghillie suit, and the guy sneaks up on me. He doesn't know I'm there. He's just walking by, and I panic, and I have to get to my shotgun, but with a standard 2-point, I can't get it around my body because I'm prone. Like, it's up against my body, and I'm on the ground. It'd be behind me, but you get the point. It's behind me, and I'm trying to fight it underneath me without putting my head up so they can see me. And then it's actually happened to me one time where my friend knew I was using a 2-point, and he saw me and he knew I had my sniper, and he knew he was too close for me to shoot him, so he just started suppressing me and moving closer. and eventually he hit me because I couldn't get my shotgun out fast enough. So what this does is when you're ready to, like say I'm sniping, I would have this in 2-point mode. So you just bring this hook around, you get the mash hook hooked on there, and it's secure. Now it's attached in 2 points. Then you stuff it behind your back, and then there's a cinching point right here. You pull down on this, and it will lock in, and that stays like that, and it's nice and maneuverable. You can use your hands. I could be sniping right now. I could be prone with my belly on the ground, and this isn't gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna flop around. I could roll on it or whatever. And even with my ghillie suit on, I might even spray paint this later. Um, but say someone starts sneaking up on me, hopefully they don't see me before I see them wearing my ghillie suit. So it gives me enough time. There's a little plastic thing here you pull up on, and it puts it back to the normal size it was, so you can access it. And then you grab it from behind you, and right when you pull it here, you undo the mash hook. You start from the front and bring it back, because this is just for this gun, but there's two, like a wishbone right here. There's a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom, and they're connected. I've learned the easiest way to do it is to start from the back and bring it forward. You can do it either way, but it doesn't really matter. I've just learned to do it really fast. Not that fast at it, but once you get it off, then you're in 1-point mode and you can just take them down. So, again, this is what I use when I play. I used to use gas blowbacks. I used to use AEGs to complement my sniper, and I found that, I mean, carrying an M4 obviously is a lot bigger than this, a lot heavier. Having just a shotgun, first off, it never will go down. These things are workhorses. You can just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot in dirt, whatever, and these things will keep firing. It's just so reliable to have a spring gun on you that can actually take down a guy with an AEG. Granted, you have to be able to hit him, so I mean it still takes a little bit of skill. The second reason I like them is they don't use much ammo. I mean, these shells hold 30. Obviously, if you shoot 10 shots, you're going to be out. You got to reload. But I don't know if you guys have ever seen me. I wear a BDU. I might do a review on it later. It's a true spec large T-shirt in OD. It has like a cotton interior and a hard shell exterior, like for the arms. But there's room for patches on the sides, and I have a shotgun holder, sort of like a scabbard. Oh, it's not a scabbard. It's sort of like just a sleeve that holds shotgun shells. I can put it right on my patch, like my little Velcro, and I have shotgun shells right on my arm, and I can just pull them off and put them right in when I'm reloading. So I can actually just keep my finger on the trigger, pull one off, put it in, and rack it, and immediately fire. Um, or you can slam fire by holding down the trigger and pumping as fast as you can. Either way, um, this is a really nice setup. The Irene Adaptive Sling I got off Airsoft GI for $34.95. Actually, no, I didn't. I got it off eBay for the same price, only because it was closer. But I mean, they're pretty much all the same price unless you bid on it on eBay or something. This shotgun was, I believe, $60. Um, I got a coupon code off someplace. I got it cheaper, and I got free shipping. I don't remember, but yes, I mean, I can have, I can actually wear this and my SVD on my back at the exact same time, both in 2-point mode, and not have a problem. I can have this gun behind me and have my SVD going the other way, so I can have two guns on my back at once and still have my hands free. So, I mean, obviously you don't want so many guns on your back and so much equipment, but I still believe this is pretty lightweight. With the 1-point mode, I can still be sniping and then just put my SVD on my back and then grab this. It's right there. So I would probably give this gun a 4 out of 5, only because the iron sights aren't as good as the stocked version. You kind of have to like guess a little bit. I like the other one better, but I can't use it because on this sling, I don't know if, let me show you quick. When you put it in 2-point mode, the stock sticks out, or the pistol grip sticks out about 2 inches from my shoulder. With that extra stock, add about a foot. There's like another foot of stock sticking out past my shoulder, and I mean, unless I'm gonna try and like hit someone with it, I mean, it's gonna get caught on trees. I mean, I don't know what to do about it. I was gonna saw the stock off and then still use the iron sights, but this just works. Might as well sell that and just use this. I'll deal with the iron sight problem. I might even sand it down, the rear sight, a little bit so I can see a little better. But this Evergreen Adaptive Sling is just amazing what you're getting. And even while prone, I can still access my sidearm, which is invaluable. Now I don't have to carry my gas blowback. This works in all weather, unlike a gas blowback, which obviously just grabbing a pistol is a lot easier than grabbing this. But when it's 50 degrees out where I live, I can only get 2 shots off with my gas blowback before it goes down. So this works for me. This is going to be my permanent setup. And I'm going to do a review in the future with my ghillie suit, my SVD, this, and actually today I'm getting an R-Hop in the mail along with 16,000 rounds of green .36 BBs. So I should be set for a while, all off Airsoft GI. And then I got something else, can't remember. Oh well. The R-Hop I'm going to put in my SVD, and hopefully I'll be hitting 100 yards. I'm going to do a series on that probably tomorrow, and I'll upload that tomorrow, of me putting in my R-Hop and seeing what results I get, because I haven't seen many videos of people actually doing shooting tests with them. Hopefully I'll get a lot of views from that, because the R-Hops are very good. They do what they're supposed to do. I mean, I don't know what kind of results I'm going to get. It's my first time doing it, so I know that it's going to be a little hard. But if you guys want to check that out, that video will be on a little later. It's going to be probably 3 videos. One's going to be the unboxing and like the cutting to the right size, the disassembly of my SVD and all that. The second video will probably be me with it completely finished, shooting it and adjusting my hop and seeing kind of like in there. I might even not do a second video. The third video will probably be the results at 100 yards with a bolt action SVD with green .36s. Hopefully I'll be hitting almost every time at 100 yards. I'm going to have to pick a day where it's not windy, but I'll get to that. Rate, comment, subscribe. Please leave some feedback on what you think of my videos. And this has been FortJP 500 with the UTG M3 short shotgun and the Irene Adaptive Sling. Signing off.